Hello, guys. Welcome to Romta Solutions. Welcome to your second lesson on statistics. Today, we are looking at measures of central tendency. So, to be precise, we are looking at the mean, median, and the mode. Okay. So, we're going to cover these aspects in the following order. We're first going to deal with the mean, then median. From median, proceed to the mode, then do some examples that might ask you to find the mean and median and mode with whatever data that you will be given. But we will also try to give you examples in these subtopics. Okay? We will also try to give you examples in these subtopics. So without any waste of time, let's begin with the mean. So number one, we're looking at the mean. Okay, we're looking at the mean. This is also known as, it is also known as the average. Okay, it is also known as the average. Okay, it is also known as the average. So what is the mean actually? It is the sum. It is the sum of all values of the data. Okay, it is the sum of all values of the data divided by the number of values in the set. So let me write it. Sum of all values of the data divided by, okay, divided by values in the set, by the number of values in the set, by the number, or let me just write it in full, by the number of values in the set, number of values in the set. Okay, so this is your mean. So mathematically and on your calculator, basically we refer to the mean as x bar. It is equal to sum of, remember, sum of values of the data divided by number of values in the data set. Okay, this is for your ordered data. Now for grouped data, okay, for grouped data, your mean is, let's say, I know I should have said I equals 1 and you end at n, okay, over n. It is basically a frequency of whatever entry you're looking at multiplied by that value that you're looking at, all over the number of values in the set. Normally, this n for group data, it is the sum of the frequencies, but we're going to look at this in a special video dedicated to group data. But for the purpose of our video, we are only going to look at the mean in this form only. Okay? So this is the mean. Now, let's try an example. So we're going to say, find the mean. Okay, find the mean, number one. Find the mean for what? For, let's say, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then number 2, let's try for 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 3, let's try for, let me see, let's try for 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 4, let's try for 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Number 6, let's try for 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 10. Okay? So remember, guys, when we talk of the mean, we said the formula that I gave you was X bar equals sum of values over number of values. So check this out. So here the mean is, I will try to maybe, let me make it a small font size. So what is this? This is 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 all over how many numbers are here? Remember what we have said, divided by the number of values in the set. How many values are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Divided by 5. Okay, so you take your calculator and do like 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Oh boy, I've been multiplying. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 is 25. Divided by 5, this looks like it is 5. So this is 25 by 5. Now what is our mean? Our mean for this one here is 5. Okay, let's try for this one. For this one, it'll be, let's see, it'll be 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 all over how many values are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values. Right? Oh, sorry, I forgot to this. Okay. Okay. So these are 4 values. Let's see. I see this is 9, 15, 22. Isn't it? Let's see. 22 over 4. This is 5, 5. 22 over 4. This is 5, 5. Now let's try for this one here. We have 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 all over. There are 4 values. Let's see. What is this? 7, 12, 18, isn't it? Let me try. It's 18 indeed. It's 18 over 4. So 18 over 4 divided by, 18 over 4 is 4, 5. It is 4, 5. This is your mean, right? Now, let's look at number 4. Number 4, our mean is sum of values in a data set, right? What is this? This is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 all over. How many values are here? 5 values. So what is our mean? It is 5. I hope you guys now see how the mean is like, right? Now, let's try this last example. Let's try this last example. This is 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So our mean is 10 over how many values are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I should have put them in these braces, or what we call these brackets. Then they call them braces. Okay. So, okay, perfect. Now, this 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, come on, I can't be writing 0 and 0 and 0 and 0. So, all over 5. So, what is the average here? The average here is 5 over 2 is, 5 over 10 is 2. Can you see that? 5 over, 10 over 5 is 2. So now, I want you to see something. You need to be careful. So, I know the mean, it's tempting to really use the mean, but we have to be careful. When you use the mean, check this out. With this one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check the mean, it is 5. But when I remove a 3, look at it, it increases. Can you see that? When I remove the smallest value, it increases. When I remove the largest value, which was 7, can you see that? When I remove the largest value, which was 7, right, which was 7, oh boy, let me write it in black. When I remove the largest value, which was 7, look at it, it is now lower than 5. Can you see that? It is now lower than 5, right? So, okay. Then when the values are the same, look at when the values are the same. What happens when the values are the same? Be careful. What if this was going to be 30? Maybe I had 6 5s, right? It was going to be 30 over 5. So this value was going to become 6. Can you see that? Was going to become 6. Can you see that? Was going to become 6 because it will be 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus another 5, which is 30 over 5. So it was going to be 6. All right? It was going to be 6. So it is tempting to think of it in this way, that most values in the data are 5 and below. It's tempting. Yes, when you look at this one, you will be saying, yeah, most values are 5 and below. Let's come to this one. Most values are 5.5, let's say 6 and below. Most values are 4.5, that's like 5 and below. It's tempting to think of the mean like that, but it is not necessarily the case. Look at it in 5 and below. Look at this one here. Most values are 5 and below. And what's happening here? It's all values are 5 for this mean here. Okay? Now, let's look at the final example there, number 6. The mean is 2. Does it mean that most values are 2 and below? Okay, 2 and below, yes, 0 is also a part of it. But this is something that we're going to really look at later. For the purpose of this video, we are not really gauging the usability of the mean. We just want you to know how to calculate the mean. Okay? Perfect. Now, we head to the median. Okay? We are now heading to the median. So, the median is basically the central value of your ordered data. Okay? It is the central value of an ordered data. So when I say ordered, I basically mean numerically ordered data. So your data must be in ascending order. The key word here is that it is a central value. Okay. So in addition, I will say divides data into 2 equal halves. Divides data in half. Okay. Let me say in half. Or in 2 equal parts, in other words, in half. Okay, in half. So that means it divides data into 2 equal halves. Maybe let me write it in that way. Into 2 equal halves. Okay, into 2 equal halves. This is what your median represents. Okay, this is what your median represents. Okay. So this is what your median represents. So I will give you an example. Just few simple examples. Find the median. Okay. Oh, before I get there. You need to note this. Let me call it a tip. Okay, let me give it a tip. For odd number of data, okay, for odd number of values, for odd number values of data, median is sorted, right? So median is the central value, all right? Is the central value, okay? Now, for even number of values, do the following. Your median will be the value on, let me just call it value on the left plus value on the right. It will be that average of value on the left and value on the right. What I mean is this. say you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Your median must be somewhere here. Okay? Your median must be somewhere here. So this means your median will then be what? What is the value on the left? It is 2. What is the value on the right? It is 3 over 2. And this is 5 over 2, which is like 2.5. This will be your median. Okay? So I'm not saying you must say D1 plus D2 because I don't want to be writing value on the left plus value on the right. I just decided to say the data 1 plus data 2, even though it's not right. But I hope you get my point. Okay? So let's try examples. Okay, let's try examples. So examples, let's try this. I will try find the median. Okay, find the median for number 1. We have 1, 4, 5, 3, 7, and 17. Number 2, we have, let me see, 2, 4, 6. Okay, number 2, we have, let me try this. We have 29. Okay, we have 29, 33, 37, and then I'm going to try 39, 40. Yeah, let me try 39, 40, 39, 40. Let me also try 69 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let me here. Okay, all right. So let's look at our data. This data here, the first one, is it ordered? It is not really ordered. So when it's ordered, it is like this. It is 1. Remember, in numerical order, it is 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 17. All right. So what is the median? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This means I don't want to work with same number of values. So if this is 69, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll try 71. Okay. So now this 6 values. So the median will be in between these guys. All right. So it'll be the average of this, which is, now what is our median? Our median is 4 plus 5, right? 4 plus 5 all over 2, which is equal to 9 over 2. This is basically 4.5, all right? Which is 4.5. That's your median. Okay, perfect. Now, let's look at this one. I said we have 7 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the median must be the value that divides the data into equal halves. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it means this fourth value, the fourth value is the one that divides, oh boy, what's happening? The fourth value is the one that divides, it is the one that divides the data in 2 equal halves. Okay, it is the one that divides the data in 2 equal halves. As you can see, to the left of this value, we have 1, 2, 3 values. To the right of this value, we have 1, 2, 3 values. So for the second one, our median is 7. Again, I'm not going to look at the median for grouped data. We will wait until we get to group data. All right, perfect. Now let's look at mode. Let's look at mode, which is number 3. Okay, let's look at mode, which is number 3. This is a value that appears the most. Okay, a value that appears the most. Okay, a value that appears the most in a data. Okay, it is value that appears the most in a data. Okay, for example, let's say for 4, 7, 8, 9, 11, 11, and 27. What is our mode? Number that appears the most is 11, right? So doing this example only, I think it's sufficient, right? Doing just this one example, it's sufficient, right? All right, perfect. So I thought maybe we can try with the mixed examples where we look at all of them, but I don't think we should do that, so we can just leave it here. So let's recap. We looked at the mean. We said it is what you know as your average, and that is the sum of all values of the data divided by the number of values in that data set. Okay, in that data set, that's your mean. This is the mathematical formula to represent it, and later you will learn about this formula, but for now we're not going to use mean for grouped data. Okay, so with the mean, you don't have to order your data, you can just calculate it directly. And of course, there is a way that you can directly calculate these mean and stuff using your calculator, but that's a lesson we will have later. Now, we did examples, we are sorted. Then we now know what is a median. It is a central value of an ordered data because, again, it divides data into 2 equal halves. We were able to see what it does or how it looks like when we have an odd number of data, odd number of values in a data, and when we have even number of values in a data. All right, we are able to see that, so we are fine. And then we also said that the mode is a value that appears the most. So I need to add on this one. Even if you have 2 values that appear the most, your mode, you will write 2 and blah blah, or 11 and blah blah, whichever they are appearing the most. So we will call them bimodal. This one here is called, it's unimodal, but when it's 2 modes, it'll be bimodal. Okay, it's okay to say, okay, I see I have 11, or 11 appearing twice, and then it happens that you also have 7 appearing twice. Your mode will be 11 and 7. Okay, if it appears 3 times, you must write them. You must write those values, value 1, value 2, and value 3. Okay, so this is it, guys. I will see you next time, and this is where we ended today. And thank you for joining us. So this is it, and bye bye.